we're back. My first guest tonight is an Oscar-nominated actress who starred in the films Body Heat, Peggy Sue Got Married, Serial Mom, a million other great movies. She can be now seen starring in The Graduate at the Plymouth Theater right here in New York City. Please welcome Kathleen Turner.
I don't get to sit on your lap this time?
Well, we have to tell them this story. I don't have many celebrity encounters. Most celebrities will have nothing to do with me. But let me set the table. A few years ago, I'm at this inn in the country.
Connecticut, whiter than white.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I go, and I'm there with my then girlfriend and my mom.
Oh, yeah.
And we're sitting there, and it's this very sort of stuffy place. And I'm there, and I'm just, you know, we're all holding our big oversized menus, and there are waiters in like white coats, and the whole thing is very... And then suddenly, this woman comes charging across the room, and her hair's in front of her face, so I don't know who it is, leaps in the air and lands on my lap and says, "I must have this man. I must have him." And it's Kathleen Turner.
Well, I just wanted to stir things up a bit.
You
know?
sure did.
It was dull there.
Yeah, and my stock went through the roof after that. Everybody there, they were like, "What's with you and Kathleen Turner?" And I would say, "I can't talk about it."
A woman's honor, you mustn't. No.
Yeah. No, it was great for me, because I'm used to my celebrity encounters like Mr. T shouting at me at the Burger King, you know. "I pity you, fool!" And I'm like, "Mr. T, please." This was great. This was really nice.
It was fun.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. Please do that anytime you want.
Okay, great.
Jump on my lap whenever.
You heard it.
Yeah, oh, please. I will not sue you. Let's talk about this play that you're doing right now.
The Graduate.
Yes, you're doing The Graduate, and people are talking. They love your performance in this. People love the show. You are naked for part of this movie, and that's got people talking.
Part of the play, darling.
Yes, part of the play, yes. It's the role demands it. I would never get naked in front of anybody.
You know what? I can't see you doing it. No.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well, no,
Thanks a lot. You're supposed to say, "You must display your amazing body for America."
Damn, I missed that cue.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a fear. Everybody's had the nightmare where they're suddenly naked in front of a lot of strangers, and you are doing this night after night.
I'm doing it 8 times a week, yeah. And, well, I'll tell you something. I'm going to be, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be 48. And I'm so tired of this country saying that women of a certain age are unattractive or no longer sexually viable. It's my little...
Huh?
Can I say that?
You didn't... Wait, you didn't... Can I say that? You didn't say anything.
Say
What we can beep it if you say it. I don't know what we're going to do to that. We're going to have to cut to, like, an old episode of McHale's Navy or something for a few minutes.
Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy, and I'm not... But it's right. It's the right thing, and I can always think of it as the character doing it. I mean, it's not something I would actually do myself. Right. You know? But it's right for Mrs. Robinson. So.
I wish you would run across the restaurant in Connecticut naked and jumped in my lap. That would have had people talking.
Boy, would it.
Now, what's the reaction? People, I mean, are people whistling? Does anyone ever inappropriate in their reaction?
No, well, I get, depending on the matinee days, you know, and especially Wednesday matinees when we get some of the older audiences, we have this wonderful sort of, you know, and you think, my God, have they not read a newspaper for months?
Right, right.
However, it is rather
older people get shocked. The older people are shocked.
Yeah,
and then delighted.
But we get a lot of young people. We get a lot of young people because it's Jason Biggs and Alicia Silverstone also. So we get a huge audience of people who've never even been to theater before. This is probably their best show, their first show. And every once in a while, I get something like, "You go, girl!" Yeah, all right.
People shout that at me sometimes, and I don't like it.
Do they, darling?
Yeah. Now, your 14-year-old daughter, has she been to the show?
Oh, yeah. She hangs out at the theater a lot, but she closes her, actually, she takes a jacket with a zipper, you know, And for the first and the third scene, which are the scenes that there's some nudity in, she just zips it right over her head. And then when the scene's over, she'll pull it back down.
How mature of her. This is her way of...
Well, she has suggested to me that I may be scarring her for life.
Right. You gotta say, it's a living, you know?
Yeah,
I'm out
my
there...
job, honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, my job.
Yeah.
Now, people, as I said, everyone's going to see this show. A lot of famous people in the audience. I understand you ran into former President Clinton not too long ago.
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
Has he come to see the show?
No, he said, well, I was at, all the 51 Democratic senators who were in town. Well, 50 plus are independent, who were in town for a convention about 2 weeks ago, I guess, in New York City. And they asked me to come speak. And I am very active in Planned Parenthood and some other charities I feel very strongly about. Mm-hmm. But they'd actually asked me to speak about New York City and getting our money, you know, from the federal government and what we need. So I did. I spoke about the theater and stuff. And then at the end, I said, well, while I have you here, insurance coverage for women's contraceptives, guys, would you just do it? So that went all right. And Clinton said he hadn't come. I said, well, when are you coming? And he said, do you think my heart can take it? I said, yeah. Yeah, I think so, Bill, yeah.
Yeah. I think you'll be all right,
Yeah.
Mr. President. Yeah, I think you can take it.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't talked to you since you played Chandler's dad on
yes.
Friends.
Oh,
and
yes, that was funny.
This is... That was a very original idea to have you
A
play...
woman playing a man playing a woman, yes.
How did they decide on you to do this?
I think I was doing a one-woman show that I have called Tallulah, based on Tallulah Bankhead, the actress,
right.
yeah. So I was up in San Francisco for a month doing the play there, and I think some of the producers came up to see the show. And Tallulah, of course, is an outrageous character and probably speaks even lower than I usually do, you know, like this down here. And they thought, oh, sounds like a man. So...
That's a nice conversation, yeah.
So they asked me to do it, and I had a month or two before I was contracted to go and shoot it. So I thought I'd be a good actress and do my research and my homework and everything. And I have this great friend who's my dresser who's gay. And so he took me to some of the drag clubs. And I was impressed. I mean, part of the time, these people are, some of them are amazingly talented. Not all of them are, you know, they don't all look like women.
Right.
You know, but their humor is very hard, very, very bitchy, very...
Biting, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nasty stuff. So I thought when I went down to LA to do this thing, I would do a very realistic performance, you know, and I had poor Chandler's father just biting everyone's head off, you know, and
Right.
just spitting it out. And they came up to me after the first run-through and they said, well, Miss Turner, this is television. They said, could you be nicer?
Yeah, this is Friends. You're around like a dragon snapping everyone's head off. Well, it worked out great. It was a great part. The Graduate, now playing at the Plymouth Theater, right here in New York City, and I don't have to tell people to go see that show, because everyone's going. And thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you again.
I like being here with you.
Please come back soon. Kathleen Turner, everybody. Billy Campbell, coming up. We'll be right back.